and 1. Now that you are arriving, and as you gather your bearing, things become clearer and clearer. Your vision is getting clear and neat. You will be able to hear everything. And as you are arriving now, I want you to tell me, is it day or night?
It's I feel it's some beach day.
Mm-hmm. On the beach in a day?
Windy. Yeah, it's windy. I can feel it's I can still see very clearly. It's just I keep seeing an image of a palm tree, but I don't know if this is what I'm seeing in front of me. Probably.
Just look at that and describe that palm tree you are seeing.
So the tall, thin one with the leaves on top, like a tropical beach type of palm tree. But I see an image of a African man as well in front of me.
Describing to me.
He's young. He's smiling to me. Young African man, smiling, tall. He's got short hair. He's very friendly. I get a good feeling from him. He's just like approaching me, but he knows me. He's smiling, like he's greeting me.
Very good.
I have this feeling that he's extending his hand to take my hand.
Go with the flow and do whatever you feel like the pull is taking you. And tell me what's happening.
I'm trying to see who I am, if I have a body or I'm just, but I'm not.
Look at your feet.
I'm not sure if maybe he's my guide. I don't know if I'm still, I don't know if I'm in a place or this is my guide. He's trying to
know if it's your guide, you can just touch him and tell me what happened.
I don't know if I'm just getting a feeling he's not physical. He's just like he's more of a, he doesn't seem to be an actual body. I don't know if he's just like a ghost type of thing, something like this, but I don't know. He has a very positive that's a warm smile, but I think maybe he's trying to take me somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, I still have a feeling maybe he's just a guide in this place for me.
Okay.
On this island. Maybe it's an island.
All right. Now just connect telepathically with him, and he will tell you what he is and where it did come to do with you. At 3, you're going to be able to connect with your third eye to his third eye, your heart to his heart. 1, 2, and 3. The connection is established. What is he saying to you?
I hear the word guide, but he's the guide, but I want to ask him. He's my guide, yes, he's my guide.
Very good.
I don't know if...
Is there a name? Does he have a name?
Something with M?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's an African name, but it's a sound that I don't know how to. Like not Mombasa, but MB, Mbo something. It's a language. Mbo. Mbo something. Mombos. I can't say it.
All right.
Mbo something.
Very good. Now that we know he came towards you to help you to travel and to help you to come and guide you, before we're going with him, I would like that you just feel and see if you have a body now.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So, as a spirit, I want you to scan your aura and tell me, what color do you see or feel?
Purple, violet, maybe violet.
And what color is the aura of your guide?
It's between, the first thing that came to my mind is white, but I'm trying to see it, but I can't really, I kind of can't see him anymore. I don't know.
It's okay. As long as you know it, it's okay. Now, at my count of 3, your channel will be opened and you will channel information even more easier by just letting flow the energy and vibrations to your heart. Now, 1, 2, and 3. Very good. So, now that you know that he came and is your guide, what did he came to tell you or to show you?
I heard the word calm, and I feel the wind again, I'm kind of in this island again, and it's very, the wind is kind of calming me down. I don't know what it is. It's just I feel like I'm floating in this wind, but it's very pleasant feeling. it's like just it's calming me, or I'm yeah, I think it's calming me. I think it's just because I feel like I'm nervous, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Then take a moment and just
It's just that I need to calm down. Okay.
all right. Take your more the time you need to just feel yourself floating down, floating and relaxing, while your heart is feeling lighter. In this island,
I feel that ebb and flow of the waves. It's just I can hear the sound of the wind, and the waves are going back and forth,
mm-hmm.
like you're kind of flying on the beach, and you hear these waves,
Mm-hmm.
the sound of the sea. It's very nice. It's a very peaceful place, this island. But it's yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm here. I don't know if it's a place where I don't know if this is yeah, I don't know if it's something that if I live here, or it's just
We found out. For now, just relax and take notice of your surrounding. And describe me. What do you see?
I feel it's getting dark. It's I'm lying down on the beach on the sand, and I can still hear the sea, but I feel like I'm alone. I don't.
Mm-hmm. So, as you say, you're lying down. Do you have a body?
I think I'm alone now. I have a body, but I don't know.
Just look at your body and tell me what color is your skin. Even if you think you're making it up, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
I don't know. I don't think. Maybe I don't have a body. I can't see anything with the body. I just kind of hear that sea, and I know I'm on an island, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like I have a body then. I don't know if am I part of the, maybe I'm part of the, I'm something. That's weird. I don't know if I'm part of the nature of this island. I'm not a human. I'm just
When you touch,
something
when you
floating.
touch yourself. Do you feel anybody or not?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I cannot touch myself. It's just
okay.
it's like I don't know if I'm suspended or if I'm dying. It's a weird feeling. I don't know if I'm a spirit of there that lives there. I don't know.
We'll
It's a weird
find
feeling.
out. Just relax. Do you feel that you have anyone around you, as human or spirit? Just scan around you.
I don't think there is anybody there. It's very quiet. Quiet and peaceful. I don't hear any people. I don't see any animals. Just the sea, the sand, and a line of trees. I keep thinking there is somewhere there is a fire, but like a fireplace on the beach.
Are you up in the air? Are you mobile?
I think I can move, yes, from that place where I am. I'm on the right on the edge of the water.
Okay.
And the land. That's where I am. But I think inland, somewhere inside this island, there is some kind of maybe it's a ceremony going on, a tribal thing with a fireplace in the middle.
Do you feel the pull towards that place?
Yes.
Okay, let's go there now. And tell me, what do you see arriving at that place?
Group of people around a fireplace.
What does it look like?
African people. They are like chanting and dancing, and they sitting around the fire. The fire is going. It's quite a big fire.
Is it a day or a night time?
No, now it's getting darker.
Okay.
So the fire is very visible against the sky.
From what perspective are you watching the scene?
From above.
Okay. Now I want you to go and get closer. Zoom in. And so you will be able to understand what they are saying and understand what it is all about.
It's they're invoking me, but they are calling me. They are doing some kind of, I'm the spirit that they are calling, but they're calling me, but I don't know. I'm a spirit. I'm like the spirit of this island. And they are calling me. They are making a fire to, it's a ritual. They call me to ask for rain, for I don't know, for crops, for children being born healthy, for everything. I'm like this kind of their spirit like guide of this island, of this tribe, something like this.
And what is your specialty? What do you do for them?
Everything. I can make them have a lot of good crops. I take care of this tribe. I they're like my people, but I can influence the weather as well for them if they
Mm-hmm.
ask me. And I'm connected also to like wind or air. I'm more of an air wind type of
Mm-hmm.
spirit. Yeah, that's why I know now when I heard that noise of air rushing from the beach, and it brought me a lot of peace because I live in the air around the sea and the beach, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a material. I'm just a kind of like a invisible to them spirit and energy of this place.
Very good. And what is your name when they call you?
Again, it's similar to this name of this guide. Starts with M. Mzugu, maybe Mzugu. How they call me Mzugu when they
Mm-hmm.
want me to. They have a chant. They sing and chant,
Mm-hmm.
and when they say this Mzugu, but it's like a they can sing different chants, but now they maybe there are other spirits as well in this island, but now they're calling me.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, how would you influence the weather and the crops? What do you do for them? How do you do it?
For the weather, I breathe in a I don't know, it's like a as we take a breath, as you take a breath in the human body,
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of inhale, and as I blow, it creates a tide or wind, or in this way, it's something with, yes, change and pressure for the rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's to do with kind of, mm, it's motion of the wind. It's blowing, flying, kind of moving from one side of the island to the other, and it's yeah, no, I get that condensing water. I can do something with clouds to condense to make rain. For me, it's easy. It's I just do it.
Beautiful. Very good. Is there others like you on this island, spirits living?
There is some spirits to do with animals and plants and insects.
Mm-hmm.
I get a sudden rush of green. I think they have a green. These spirits of the animals, they vibrate on a green, earthy. The vibration is earth, green. My vibration is white fog, like a speed. Theirs is green earth, ground. It's almost like like they are different. Um, what's the name? A different. the elements. I'm an element of air. There's an element of earth that spirit controls more about the animals and the plants. Green.
Very good. Do you interact with them sometimes?
Yes, I can as well. Yeah, I can.
Very
I
good.
only know, I think I'm close to the one with the earth. No, there is one with fire as well. There is a fire one.
All right. And can you tell me a little bit more about this tribe that are honoring you and calling you? Where in Africa is this tribe living, or in that island?
It's not in Africa. It's somewhere in the middle of the ocean. It's a tropical island. I get the Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. It's definitely not a continent. It's not next to a continent. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just people who they are very far away from the civilization. I'm not sure what time this is. And I don't know if this is this is in relation to time for the human time. But they are not as civilized. This is not a. They live very simple life.
Is this tribes that you are part of as a spirit in this island? Is it an Earth-like? Is it part of Earth?
Yes, it's on Earth. Definitely.
Okay. Okay, very good. Now let's go back to that tribe. When they do honor you in that fire at 3. 1, 2, and 3. And as you see them around that big fire, I want you to zoom in and tell me and describe me, how do they look like, those inhabitants?
They look. There is a family with a baby. They're all sitting around. They're very happy. They have very. It's a very happy, smiling energy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is in a good mood. There's no fear in them. No, they don't have any kind of negative vibrations. They're on a high vibration. These people.
Mm-hmm.
No anger, no fear, no jealousy, none of those vibrations. They are not concerned with material things. They vibrate on the frequency of love among each other.
Beautiful. Have you been created to this tribe? Or how did you come to happen to be on that island as a spirit?
I think I was here from the creation of the island. I've always been here. Maybe it's like I don't have age. I've been here a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Before all these people came here.
Very good. So what is your purpose then?
I take care of them. I listen to their prayers. I try to fulfill what they will ask me. If they ask me for all these things connected to the weather or how they want to, it's just life things. They ask me. I try to help them on everything. I'm just like their protector, their guide, but I'm connected to the island.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit of the island. I keep hearing spirit of the island. Like this is what I am here.
Okay. Are you able to go somewhere else or?
Mm. Yes, I can fly above the sea. I like to travel around. So I just go up and I fly above the sea, and I don't go very far because this is my home, the island. I always want to come back. So I don't really go very far, but I can roam around above the water, above the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a game, almost like I'm flying up and down.
Very good. How many like you are living on planet Earth?
It's the spirits of places are just very, very lost in cities. In cities, there's no place for somebody like me or something like me. It's more about island, more about these places like far away from civilization. There are spirits in forests. It's places, not all places where, especially where there would be a big city, have this. But I think that maybe I'm not really able to see if this is something that can exist in a large city. But I know that in places like such islands or the mountains or forests, there is a lot of, each place has they're like a protector spirits that flies around, connected to the elements of nature. I think in the city you can, but it's difficult for such spirits to live because there's no open air, open space to fly to. People are busy. They don't have the belief in such beings or something like spirits of a place. This is not something that civilization believes in. But this tribe, they rely on, they have such faith in me that I feel very happy to be with them and help them. So it's more about the place being clean and people believing, and not in the civilizations where you have cars and houses made of concrete. But yes, there are other places which have spirits of the place. Many, many, many.
What about those temples in different civilizations or cities and countries? Was it to recreate any spirit's home for spirits like you? Or does no spirit are actually going into those places?
Mm, I don't really connect with temples. I don't know if I'm not able to see, to be honest, if there is anything in temples. So I don't want to say because it's not something that I can see. In my island, there are no temples. So I don't know if this is a temple would be something that has their own spirit. I'm not sure about that. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right, thank you. And when your tribe they want to call you, how do they represent you during their ceremonies?
By singing and chanting.
Mm-hmm.
They perform this chanting, a song, and they call me with their in their language. It's an African sounding song, and they play like a drums. They dance, they jump, they do kind of tribal dances, and this is how they call me. It's the element of fire also calls me. The fact that they make a fire, that they chant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never far away because it's not a big island. So it's enough for them to call me, but they don't see me. They know I'm there, but of course they can't see me because I'm not something visible for them. But they still believe, even they cannot see me, they believe in me.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And so singing and the fire are the ways they are calling you. But how do they represent you? Is there any statue,
No, no, they don't
names?
do anything like that.
All right then.
No, just the name Mzongi or something like this. Mzong. They know that maybe they do something made of wood.
Mm-hmm.
They have some wooden like so they carve some figures out of wood, but that's not really who I am because I don't have a body, but they make some they are able to make some sculptures like totems, like they put something that looks like a totem, like a long wooden thick um, mm, piece of wood, yeah, like a tree trunk it looks, and it's carved in different shapes.
Mm-hmm.
So they dance around that as well. But this represents all the spirits, not only me, also the one that connects with the animals and the fire spirits. So it's just not only me for the totems that they carve out.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Can you tell me a little bit more about this totem?
It's a wooden carving, um, and into this they carve faces, like heads of women, men. It's not very detailed carving. It's very simply done, and they put it and they dance around it, like they stand it up in the middle of the sometimes of the fire or next to the fire.
And what does it do to you?
To me, it doesn't really matter. I don't really need that to
It's
come.
not a calling. Okay.
No, it's not.
All right then. Now we're going to close that scene and going to the next important scene in that moment. At 3. 1. Take a deep breath in. Traveling through time and space to the next important moment. 2 and 3. Arriving at the scene now. And tell me, what do you see, feel, or sense?
I'm in a different place now. It was something I saw earlier, like before we were when we were early on in the hypnosis. When you were just starting, I got this image, and now I'm there.
What is it?
It's a gravestone. It's a grave. I'm looking at a grave, and this grave has the name Thompson on it. Thompson.
What is the surname?
Thompson.
Yes. And the last name?
John Thompson.
John Thompson. How does it look, that grave?
It's 1778 to maybe 1840, the dates of the life of this man.
Very good.
It's it's one of those flat ones that I'm a woman now. I'm on my knees because to sit on it I have to be on the grass. So I'm just wearing this kind of, I'm dressed in a white dress with a bonnet. I'm a young woman, and I can see this grave. I'm putting my hands on it. I don't know if it's my husband, I think. But he died. It's his grave.
At 3, you will connect and the whole the story will unfold. 1. Connecting now. 2 and 3. Who died? Johnson Thompson. Who is he for you?
I'm getting a town like the Wild West, Wild West kind of thing. Dusty, warm town somewhere in the US. Maybe Texas or something like this. It's a street with a lot of horse and carriages moving up and down. I'm the same woman. I'm young.
How old are you?
30, 31 maybe.
And so look at your hands and tell me, do you wear a ring? Are you married or not?
Yes, I am wearing a ring.
Very good. And what is your name?
Sandra.
Sandra. If I say Sandra, does that resonate with you?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, Sandra. So now, Sandra, being in that Wild West Texas town, and you are 31 years old, look around you and tell me, Describe me what you're seeing and tell me your inner knowing, please. Your feelings.
I'm standing on the pavement or looking around. It's like I'm looking for someone. I feel like I'm looking for someone.
Are you waiting for someone that is not here yet?
Maybe yes, maybe, or more like I'm trying to find someone. I don't know. Maybe now I'm trying to find my husband. He went somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like I'm worried. Where is he? Where is he? So I'm left, right. I'm looking to the right, left, to the right. The
Mm-hmm.
carriages are going back and forth with people. It's middle of the day, very hot, sun, and I'm trying to find. I'm just starting to say now, John, John, where are you, John?
Mm-hmm.
And then okay. He was in a shop on the other side. Coming out now.
Mm-hmm. And when he's coming towards you, what is he saying to you?
I was in the shop. I was buying what you asked me to buy. I asked him to buy something for me, and he went there. He has something like some piece of clothing for me, maybe gloves. He bought me some gloves. I get a very nice feeling from him.
Very good. Now just pause 1 minute and fix on that image of John and look at his face. Describe me his face, please.
He's tall.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a narrow face. Narrow. He's not chubby. He's like slim. Young as well. Like maybe my age, maybe 34, 35.
Mm-hmm.
Clean shaven. No beard, no mustache. Nice teeth, nice smile. Blue eyes. Dark hair. He has a hat on, but it's like one of those tall hats.
Mm-hmm. Now connect with his eyes as they are the mirror of the soul and tell me if those eyes are known in Carolina's life.
I feel he might be one of my ex-boyfriends,
Mm-hmm.
Robert. I think it's him.
Very good.
I got that kind of straight away. Um,
All right then. Now you can press play again and all the scene and the noises all around, everything is just play again. Now I want you to just feel your face, your hair, your body, and describe me how you are.
I'm kind of medium height. I have kind of like a wavy hair, but it's inside my hat or bonnet. It's one of those that is tied under the chin. I have a bow here, and it's why. Oh my god! I think this is the same dress I have on when I was at the grave,
Mm-hmm.
because it seems like it's that cream colored hat, and the the dress is cream colored, long. There's like a house on the prairie, like I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like narrow in the waist, and it's long. Then it has layers. Then top is just like a kind of a vest with a lot of buttons, small ones on the side, and just long sleeve with this frill at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this kind of Little House on the Prairie, like Wild West type of feeling.
Beautiful.
This scene.
All right. And so you are feeling very good in his presence and you are shopping into town now. Is that right?
I got now when I was saying I got this like a feeling this is the day that he will die, but there's gonna be an accident this day. That's why I'm in this day now.
All right.
Because he's going to die, but
Okay.
yeah,
So,
he's being John will be run over by a horse and carriage somewhere today on this day.
okay. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3 and we're going to just revisit that memory. 1, 2, and 3. You're there now. What's happening?
Just I'm standing looking down. It's a chaos scene because there was a carriage, a big one, and this carriage was going, I don't know, somewhere with people inside. And then I don't know whether they didn't see us or this guy who was leading the horses didn't see John, but he just ran him over. Like I feel like I'm looking down on the. It's not a. It's a sandy road, so he's lying on the road, and I feel like it's a commotion and chaos. Everyone, people are screaming, and John is just lying there. But yeah, he's been stamped on by the horses.
Mm-hmm. Are you injured?
No, I think I'm okay. I'm just covered in dust and dirt. But just I'm trying to see what he looks like because I think like I'm next to him, but I don't.
What's your reaction when that happened?
Earlier, I was feeling this feeling of dread, like like I was feeling that I knew something will happen, and now just I don't know whether I'm frozen or I'm just I can't. I think it's like I can't believe this happened now that he died. I'm just in shock. It's like
Yes.
I'm frozen. I'm just like, oh my god, what happened? Why all of a sudden he's lying down? I don't know if he's. I think he's still kind of. I have a feeling he's alive, but I'm just trying. Yeah, he's trying to say something. He's moving his lips.
You can come closer and hear what is he saying to you.
I the first thing I got was that he loves me. I love you, and that we will be together again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm at peace that I just know that we will meet together again. But it's at the same time, yeah, it's weird to feel that now, but I just have this feeling. I don't know. He's very. Uh, we were very happy together, but
What is your reaction? What is saying, I love you and we're going to stay together, we're going to see and be together again? What is your reaction, your mental reaction?
I think uh, I know that what he's saying is true. So I'm not kind of, I don't think I replied anything. I think I believe, but I don't have this feeling of like I'm gonna, mm, I am sad, but I at the same time know that we will meet again. I don't know why I know this.
Mhm. And as this is happening now, how do you feel in your body, in your physical body? What are your physical reaction when you see John is dying?
Maybe like frozen. I don't know how to describe it. Like I can't speak. Maybe I'm frozen. Like I have something like like a statue. Like I don't know, this kind of frozen body. I feel my body is frozen at this moment, the very moment that I'm over him and he's dying.
Yes.
But I'm holding his hand in my hand.
Okay, very good.
But I didn't say anything back to him because I don't know what to say.
Because you're
But he
frozen,
died.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. It is normal to feel paralyzed sometimes when we are scared. And at this very moment, when you are holding his hand, what is the thing that you think in your mind at that very moment, in that brain?
I have a feeling that he's a soul that has been with me before and will be with me. It's a feeling of peace. I'm not sure, but maybe it's because I I I don't know if I said it's Roberts, but I don't. It's not. It feels like he's my soulmate, but it's not that he has to be my husband's soulmate. He's like a soulmate that can be not a romantic one. He's always with me, and it's maybe it's like we are sometimes friends, sometimes a couple. It's a feeling of this knowing that he will, that this is not a final goodbye. Maybe that's the best way to say it.
Mhm.
That
Very good.
I inside I know that we are in the same soul group, maybe something like this. We are carnating together. I feel very peaceful about that.
And you think about this in that moment as Sandra.
I think I know it as Sandra, yes.
Okay, very good. Now, in that moment, I want you to pose again, just like a film is posing. And I want you, Sandra, to just feel and have this inner sense of knowing. And I want your soul to ask Sandra, or Sandra to ask your soul, if there is any vows or oath that has been made with John at that time.
Maybe. Actually, maybe yes.
What is coming to your mind right now?
because he said to me, we will meet together, and I, yeah, I think I didn't, I, I don't know if I said yes because I was so frozen, but there is this feeling that yes, that because he said that, I know that, so I kept that in my heart that we'll meet together again. So it's like I really believe these words.
Yes. Okay. So that vow, did Sandra make that vow or that oath to John? What was the exact word?
I think she said it in her mind. Yes, I think she said it in her mind that we will never leave each other. We will never leave each other. We will be together like we always were together, something like this. But she said it in her mind. It doesn't matter because she believed in it.
Yes. And as we know, vows and oaths are powerful because there is no time limitation for those vows. All right.
Yes.
So, Sandra, I want you to just put still pause on it, pause on that scene. And in a minute, I'm going to switch and talk to Carolina. You'll be waiting here while I'm speaking to Carolina. At 3. 1, 2, and 3. Carolina,
Yes.
can you hear what's happening here?
Yes. And I know when Sandra made the vow. She made
Yes.
it at the grave.
Yes. Carolina, would you like to keep that vow or set you free today from Sandra's vow?
No, I have to be free of this vow.
Yes, because that lifetime have nothing to do with Carolina's lifetime now.
Yes.
So, Carolina, are you agreeing to cancel and break that vow?
Yes.
Very good, thank you. Now we're going to go back at 3 to Sandra. 1, 2, and 3. So, Sandra, you have made that vow on John's grave, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And I want you, Sandra, to going back to that moment when you are from the beginning scene, when you are on John's grave and you make that vow just before. At 3. 1, 2, and 3. You're there now. Sandra, are you in that grave? In front of your husband's grave. Very good.
Yes.
Now, Sandra, I want you to hear mentally what you promised to John.
I can hear it. I'm just, well, that was the moment when I was kneeling and touching the grave with my hand. I said to him, John, I will never leave you. I will be with you always.
Yes. Okay. Now understand that Sandra as a soul is part of Carolina, and Carolina wants to set free today, and you, Sandra, wants to set free as well from your sadness, because now you understand that when you will be returning as a soul, you will meet again John, and there is never ending, so there is no need of doing that vow. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Very good. So for that now, I want you to say out loud for Carolina and for yourself so the healing can take place, that you are breaking that vow and set yourself free.
I am breaking the vow that I made to John, and I want to be free of this vow forever.
Very good. Now I'm going to count at 3, and when you will hear my clack my finger, it will be cut, and you will be cutting that vow, those cords, those energy that have tied you up down to Carolina. At 3, Sandra, you will cut that to free Carolina and yourself. 1, 2, 3. Now those cords are all cut. All those energy are released. And this is going now back to just like we cancel. It is all back to places. Canceling. Balanced. Very good. Now, Sandra, I want you to go back to the moment just before the scene, just before your husband died, at 3. 1, 2, and 3. You're there now. Now, in that scene, just before that the carriage is going over to your husband, I want you to pose again. Just like a film, you're posing. And tell me when you're posing the scene.
Yeah, it's paused.
Very good. Now, Sandra, when people have traumas, traumatized events, their souls are splitting. I want you to scan around and feel and see where is part of your soul in that scene. Just check if your soul have been split at that moment.
I feel there is another Sandra standing like a, it's like a, I don't know if that's the soul, but it's like I'm at that scene looking, and then there is another me standing frozen
Yes.
to that spot, looking next to me, kind of looking on the scene from the
Yes.
side, kind of.
Very good. Now, Sandra, the one that is with me, communicating with me, I want you to go with kindness to that part of you that has been splitting and reassure her. Meet her and tell her that it's going to be okay. That you are there for her. That she's not going to be alone. I want you to give her anything that she needs to feel better. I give you a moment now, and you tell me when you finished.
She wanted to cry and shout and scream, but she was frozen. So
Yes.
I hugged her, and then she started to cry and scream and shout.
That's very good.
And now she's hugging me. I'm hugging her.
Very good.
I'm trying to calm her down because she's so devastated.
Yes. Just give her all the love she needs right now.
think it's okay.
All right then. Look at her face. What is her expression when she's looking at you?
She's sad, but she's grateful that she could cry and scream and shout.
Very
She's
good.
grateful that I hugged her,
Mm-hmm.
that she let out her emotions.
Yes. Okay. Now, in a minute, I will ask you to reintegrate that part of you that has been split for the healing, so the healing can take place. The healing of your soul, the healing of Sandra, and through the healing of Sandra, the healing of Carolina in her heart will take place too. So I'm going to count at 3. And I want you to take your soul back and your energy back. She's going to melt like a cloud of gold, vaporized and reintegrate into your own heart so that you will feel whole again. At 3, 1, she's vaporizing into gold now. 2 and 3, and the reintegration is done now. So Sandra, and so through the heart to Carolina now. Very good. And now I'm going to disconnect Sandra's life, past life. I'm going to just count to 3 and disconnect totally. Understand that we have visited this past life for taking information, and this past life have no whatsoever controlling or impact on Carolina's lifetime now. At 3, 1, disconnect now. 2 and 3. Now everything is cut. Now back to Carolina. Carolina, I would like that you make a scan of your own body now. And you make a scan from feet to toes to head, and to head to toes, and tell me if there is, you feel any discomfort, any shadow or glookiness.
It's just when I was talking about this Sandra, the last moment, I felt like there is something in my neck, here at the back of my neck.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost, it feels like 2 steel rods being pushed inside my head here
Mm-hmm.
at the back. And it's something going on, like I feel like there is something also constricting my neck at the same time. It's all concentrated in this area.
Around the throat and the neck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If it would be a color, what color would it be?
Metal silver,
Metal.
shiny silver. The color of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it would be like a metallic. It's like a metallic, something metallic.
Okay. Now I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I arrive at 1, you will intensify this feeling around your neck, that metal shiny feeling in your neck. 1. Intensify the symptoms, the feeling. 2. Again, and 3. And now, as you're feeling, intensify that metal shiny feeling around your neck and your throat. I want you to remember then the first time that it happens in this life as Carolina. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And you're going to remember when it first happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, back in time, and 5. And tell me, where are you now? What is the first thing that comes to mind?
Before we were talking about I had a feeling it was something to do with being in this, but it has nothing to do with Carolina's life as much.
Mm-hmm.
With one of those, when you cut someone's head off and you put it inside this metal thing that has a
Yes.
place for the head.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I is like a stiff, keeping the head very stiff,
Mm-hmm.
and then cutting the head. But I get this energy of an old man who had his head cut off. But first he was in a noose for a few days, like in this, maybe kept like in this thing for a few days, in this like prison where you put your head through this thing and they immobilize your head like that, and you just have to stay there and people watch you.
Mm-hmm.
I got this kind of picture. I don't know whether it's a past life, maybe. I don't
I
know.
want you now to connect in your energy field and in this energy field and tell me, do you feel it is part of you or do you feel it is outside of your energy field?
No, I think it's part of me. I think it's
All right. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5 now, and we're going to go back to that lifetime when you feel that metal and you have that energy as a man. 1. Going back into time and space now. 2. Drifting and floating to that moment now. 3. 4. And 5. You're there now.
I know who is this man. This man is the man who was being punished for running over Sandra's husband. He's the
Okay.
driver of that carriage
Mm-hmm.
because he was not paying attention. He was punished this
Mm-hmm.
way.
From where do you see the scene?
I have this now feeling that I need to forgive him.
Mm-hmm.
I am back in Sandra. I'm Sandra. I'm looking at this man. And that noose around my neck is because I never forgave him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want you to connect.
Bad.
Yes. I
I
want you
just feel so.
say again.
All of a sudden, I have this wave of pain.
Yes. It is okay. Just embrace. Just let it flow. Now you're feeling this pain around your neck, right?
Now I feel pain that I did not forgive this man.
Okay.
That he didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm.
But I was very, very angry at him.
Yes. Can you see this man as Sandra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's in front of me now.
I want you, Sandra, to connect telepathically with that man. And tell me, what is his name?
He's like a, I don't even know his name. I don't think he was just a driver of this carriage.
Mm-hmm.
He's they put him in this thing to cut his head off as a punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to see him, but I feel like I really, maybe his name is Mark, I think. Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so upset with him that he did this, that he didn't pay attention, that he drove over John. And somehow that feeling, I don't know, it transferred to me this
Yes.
this pain here, and in my, I feel like there's a lot of it's, I have to forgive this man.
Yes, you do. Now I want you to connect with Mark and present him out loud and ask for forgiveness. You can do it now. He will hear you.
Mark, I forgive you, and can you forgive me for keeping this grudge for you, this hate for you, that you killed John, my husband.
What is he answering?
Yeah, he's saying he's forgiving me. And now I understand that he didn't mean to do it.
Yes.
He didn't see the road properly.
And maybe it was even planned that way from John's death.
Maybe.
So now let's just thank Mark and releasing him. Now you have asked for forgiveness. He will be able to go into peace. And now, Sandra, back to you. I would like that you forgive yourself for carrying all these years this guilt inside you because of what happened to John. Can you do that, please?
Yes, and I forgive Mark.
Mm-hmm. Do you forgive yourself as well?
Yes.
Very good. Now, Sandra, by forgiving yourself, you're going to be able to release that tension you felt in the neck, and you will be able to release all those tension that has been provoking on Carolina's body. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and again, Sandra, you will cut all the cords and the energy attachment to Carolina's head, neck, and all the discomfort that it has created for her. But before, I would like that you just ask forgiveness to Carolina for the discomfort or those symptoms she felt. She's listening to you.
Yes, I forgive. I can forgive Sandra.
Okay.
Because it's like Sandra is part of me, so I can see that she didn't mean it. Yeah, it's just connected to me, to my body.
Very good. So now Carolina is forgiving you, Sandra, and Sandra is forgiving that man. Now at 3, I'm going to count from 3. And you, Carolina, and Sandra will be cutting all the cords that are attached from that metal feeling that Carolina had around her neck. At 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now every cord, energetic cords, all have been cut now. And now everything is getting lighter, clearer, the throat, the neck, all feeling free now. I'm going to count back to Carolina and ask, what color would you like to put for healing in that area, your throat and your neck?
That gold sparkly light.
Very good. So now fulfill all that empty space with that color and tell me when you're done.
I'm done.
Very good. And now that it is fulfilled with that healing color that you choose, that gold, I want you to pick a feeling and you're going to fulfill it mentally. With your third eye, you're going to fulfill all that area where's the gold with a feeling of your choice. What does Carolina needs for her throat and her neck today? I give you some time now. And tell me when it's done.
It's done.
Very good. Thank you very much. And now we're gonna close that scene, understanding that is not going to affect Carolina's life ever and forever. And we're going to drift away and close that door. And drift away back into space and time at my count. When we reach to 5, you're going to go back to that moment when you are spirit in this tribe, in that island again. At 5, 1, drifting and floating through time and space. 2, back to the island as a spirit floating. 3, 4, and 5. Back to the island now. And tell me, where are you on that island?
I'm floating around the beach.
Very
I instantly
good.
feel very peaceful and happy. It's a storm is coming. I think it's a storm that I called. There's a lot of storm clouds and it's going to be raining.
Now, as a spirit, I would like you to just make pause at that moment and just connect with your spiritual being. You are that energy, that spiritual of air, connected to Carolina's higher self, feeling the calmness and the peacefulness. Very good. In this spirit world that you are now, I'm going to give you a moment to connect with Carolina's higher self. And at 3, you will be fully integrate Carolina's higher self. 1, 2, and 3. Now connection is done. And I'm going to speak to Carolina's higher self now. So, I have a few questions for you, higher self. Is that okay if I'm asking?
Yes.
Very good, thank you. Carolina was wondering if she have any connection with angels.
She has a connection with air. It's angels are her guides as well because they fly. So I feel that there's one particular one.
Is there any names?
I get Gabriel, but she knew it's Gabriel already. And Gabriel is her guardian angel. And that energy is that energy of air, of very light, very flowy vibration. That's something that connects that to her guardian angel. But yes, the guardian angel is, I can see now in front of me. Yeah, always there, always with the energy, kind of like protection and guidance as well.
How could she have a more bigger connection with angels? How can she manifest into a daily life for herself or others?
She needs to have something to do with flow, uh, like she needs fresh air, so going outside, connecting. Uh, she's opening windows now, which is good for her to have open windows, to have two windows open, one on one side and then on the other side, so that the wind flows through the apartment, around and out, through the apartment, around and out. There has to be a motion of wind. That helps to not keep the air stagnated. That's more about her. I don't know if this is the angels can. The angel is not something that is difficult to call for her. It's just she needs to just call, ask, like she knows that to ask, and it will happen. That angel that she dreamed about in her dream before the meditation is the guardian angel that is looking over her.
Very good. Thank you very much. Carolina was wondering if she's astral traveling at night.
Yes, she is.
And what does she do?
She flies. She goes like the spirit of the island. She can fly out and just roam around above the sea, above the city, above. She goes. She's like the wind. She goes everywhere.
Does she have a particular mission or particular task that she's doing at night when she astral travel?
It's more about, I don't know whether it's something reconnaissance, more like that, like just flying around, kind of looking, observing people, uh, just observing different scenes from above. Um, she 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 likes beaches and this kind of like island, because it's her part of her soul is always wanting to go back to that island, to be there.
Mm-hmm.
She misses the lightness, so that traveling helps her to remember that, because it's not such a heavy, dense, uh, as being in a human body. I don't think she likes to be in a human body.
Mm-hmm.
No, she doesn't. She likes to just be light and fly around. And she does go to that island as well.
All right. Thank you for answering.
You're welcome.
Is there any advice you could give to Carolina so she will feel more comfortable in her life, or how she can get less headaches? What those headaches are coming from?
The headache, it's I have a feeling it's something in between emotion and body. It's the integration of body with emotion. Uh, she will feel better with her neck because the neck stiffness should go away now after that forgiveness was done with Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
The headache is something I don't know that she has to have because it's mm, something to do with maybe but, mm, how to explain it. It's something to do with that the headache is a way of her to do her integration with the body because she's flying in her job. That's one thing, but also she's flying at night. So somehow she's very. It's difficult to ground herself in her body to feel her body. The headache is often a way, and it's connected to her menstrual cycle. So she uh, it's just like a way of her body to tell her I exist by giving her the pain because otherwise she doesn't really feel like she needs a body. She just feel the body is dragging her down like a heavy energy. So she get the body get the headache as to show her that there is a body, that I'm there, hello, kind of like I exist.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps something the grounding is important, like grounding meditations, crystals as well, wearing crystals on her arm, on her hands, any really, it will help her ground. Because if she doesn't stay grounded, it's gonna be hard for her to integrate with her body, which connects to everything: the headache, the diet, the exercise, the everything. Because she's not yeah, she's not very in her body. She's out of her body more than in. So having incarnation on earth, she has to be more in her body, and that way she feels the pain of the headache to remind her of that she has a body.
Could she eventually understand that she is in a body without feeling the headache? Because it's still a very big discomfort.
Yes, it is a very big discomfort. Yeah.
Can you, as yourself, sorry, can you do something about that?
I will. She has to remember what helps her calm her down and ease the emotional tension that connected with the headache is the vibration of that island. She has to somehow remember that in her b- life when she's not asleep. So
Mm-hmm.
in her awake time, and remember the calmness and the sound of the wind, and that should help her somehow to ease that, because the headache is a flow as well, come and go, come and go. It's similar to that island wave, come and go, come and go. So it's something like Yeah, it's just a technique to calm this down by thinking of the island. She should try that. Maybe that will ease the headache. But I have a feeling that it's something that she chose, like to have these headaches.
Right. So maybe she does need to talk to her own body. Would that be effective?
And listen more, yeah,
Okay,
to
very
the
good.
signals, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have another question, if that's okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. Carolina was once visiting a past life in a water planet with Androm, and she was wondering if that was her home planet or was it just a past life.
Um, it's not a past life. It's it's like I think I I cannot say a lot about it, but uh, it's almost a parallel life to this one.
So she has some reminiscence of that simultaneous life.
Yes, it's yeah, it's that life in that community. It was a very community. It is a very community. Uh, it's in a different dimension. Yes, it's a community life. It's a very it's a different life than she has now completely. And that guide is the channel between her now here on Earth and that dimension, that where she exists in that planet.
All right. Thank you. Is Androm is often visiting her, or does she often go to that planet, or not at all?
Andron is uh, he's not always with her. He's a connection to that place. So uh, there is some exchange of energy between her um, existence on Earth, even in lives as spirits, like the spirit of the island,
Mm-hmm.
and that of her existence in the other dimension. That other dimension, they coexist. The life that she leads in that dimension is more simple, less of challenges. Andron can he can travel in between the two dimensions. Mm, she visits, but she does never remember. She visits that place as well if she feels like she wants to get some, let's say, a top up of energy boost. She goes there, but she will never remember that when she wakes up, as in her body, in her human body. So Andron can take her there because he's a traveler. He knows how to cross dimensions and uh, timelines and without trouble. He doesn't need to use a ship for that, for example.
Mm-hmm.
He just jumps through dimensions that are on top of each other. So he takes her there and he brings her here. He uh, yeah he's like a friend to her from that from that from that dimension. There's yeah the mm, uh, because she got an answer last time that her soulmate is going to be from that same dimension as she comes from
Same
that
vibration, yes.
vibration, and she will know from the eyes. So mm, I'm just trying to see if this is still what's happening. Uh, mm, this one I don't know whether it's still happening or not. Whether it's because it's difficult to. I think now she will be more in tune. Okay, because of the forgiveness work that she's done today with you, she will be more open to other, not so narrow, because to find people who have that particular dimension of that particular dimension and that particular place, it was very hard for her to find someone to click like on the right level. Now it will be easier for her to click with people on other, from other, perhaps other uh, similar but not exactly the same.
Okay, thank you very much. I have just a last question, a few last questions, if that's okay. Can I keep going?
Yes, I'll try if I can say.
Thank you very much. Is hypnosis is for Carolina is going to be, is a way for Carolina in the future? Will she start in Samaya before, after?
Hmm. Uh, it's one of the ways she can do that. She can learn how to do it. I don't know if this is her main calling, uh, um, because she's more into kind of maybe energy work.
Mm-hmm.
You can incorporate that as well in hypnosis. I'm not sure if hypnosis. Uh,
It's not the final calling. It is
I don't,
another card.
yeah, I think that Samaya, she has go there. Samaya is something that was written in her plan for life.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Is Marmot is a passerby or is it a contract?
I don't think he's gonna be more like he's more like a passerby. He's not gonna be in her life that much, but it's a positive thing for her
Mm-hmm.
to associate. I mean, it's okay. He's a nice person.
All right, thank you. The last question. As the higher self, I want you to expand your vibration now as far as you can and feel, is there any new friendship in Dubai as a waiting for Carolina?
She can. She's But she doesn't have to. That's the bottom line. She doesn't have to. She has enough friends now. I mean, she can. I know that she wants to um, have a companion, but it will come naturally. She should not worry about it. This is not important right now.
Well, it's good to know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your nice advice. Is there any message, any last message that Carolina needs to hear for her growth right now?
She should connect to the wind, to that island, to be more calm, peaceful, happy. That would be a good thing for her to do.
And helping for the headache as well. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I thank you, Ophelia, for removing that noose around her neck about the life of Sandra. That was something important.
My pleasure.
I brought that for her straight away into the hypnosis. She saw the grave almost immediately.
I thank you for that. That makes my work easier, actually.
Yes, that was very good.
Thank you very much. So now we're just gonna disconnect slowly and nicely at 5. At 1, we're going to disconnect, but remembering that Carolina's higher self is always with her, never outside of her, but always within, and that every time she will want to connect, to have a deeper understanding on any subject, she will be able to connect with you, the higher self, at any given time, during day or during night, in the dreams or on this island. Now we're going to disconnect everything from all those lifetimes today and understand that we have just understanding knowledge and gaining confidence and information for a better result for Carolina today. And now I'm going to count back 7, 8, 9, and 10. Open your eyes now.
It's a sticky. Oh, was it long?
I think
Damn, that was long, right?
it
You
was
know what?
long.
I'll tell you what was really real. The most real part that I have ever experienced so far in all my is that pain that I felt when I was Sandra with this man. Oh my God, I started crying. It's
Yes.
so real. Like that I was just that feeling of like, when you're like feeling like crushed that you didn't do something.
Yes.
It was that sort of feeling.
So glad it's removed now.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Just
You did such a good job.
Oh, now wait. So Carolina, you awake now?
Yes,
So how was it for you?
amazing. I was very it was vivid. I mean, yeah, that life, both lives. The spirit was crazy.
The spirit, yeah, you're hovering everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, the spirit was something interesting, different. And but I always liked beach. I always had this like, I mean, beach. A lot of people like beach, but it's almost like I felt, yeah, this deep connection with islands, with this kind of air, and I just feel so happy when I'm on an island.
And of course, it's you can easily associate that with you flying because
Yeah,
that's your
my
job.
job. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly. That's a good how do you say?
The flying part is common, yeah.
Yes, and it's really related and reflected into your spiritual activity, actually.
Yeah, at night.
So it's good to know. And Sandra was
Yeah, her like
heartbreaking
poor
story.
Sandra.
Yes,
Yeah. And she was very sad and she didn't forgive the guy and this has created that kind of horrible
yes, feeling, yeah,
like like something is crushing your neck and your throat because
yeah,
the guy was guillotined. Yeah, he was punished. It was
yeah.
very sad, very very sad. When I felt this pain of her, it was just heartbreaking pain.
But gladly it
Mm.
has been
Yeah,
released.
it's been released.
So Mark is released, John is probably released, and
Yes,
Sandra
John.
is released from her guilt. That was a good thing.
Yeah, that was such a good clearing. I think a lot of things happened. It was busy, yeah, because John is out of my life for the oaths that I made as
Yes,
Sandra.
yes, that was good. Yeah.
So that's amazing. You caught that very well because yeah, I wouldn't even, you went that path, the oath path,
Yes.
which is very correct.
Well, this is what we do.
Yeah, professional approach.
Yes. So, thank you, Carolina, for participating. And are you willing to share your session?
Of course.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your help. So,
Yeah, thank you so much for the beautiful session.
thank you. So, if you guys want a session with me, just look at the links below, and there will all the details to get in contact with me. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.